Hello and welcome. Today I would like to continue the series on what causes us suffering, and today's topic is not realizing the true essence of death, or not realizing the true essence of dying. I would like to start off with a question. If I was to tell you that you were going to die in 7 days, what would you do during those 7 days? Would you continue to go to work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day? Would you worry about money? Would you say no when invited to hang out with loved ones and friends? Would you be fearful of the moment? Possibly. Why? Why would you do things so vastly different, and why would you possibly be fearful of the moment? Let's start off with the first one. Why would you do things differently? Well, because when I gave you this information that you would die in 7 days, you brought your awareness to the fact that you will die in 7 days, which means that there is a possibility, if you do not run into fear, that it will liberate you to the point where you will not settle for anything else but fulfilling your truest desires in this moment and every moment leading up to that death. Why? Well, because once you bring your awareness to this moment becomes very precious, because it is realized that this moment will end, and it will end very soon. And so something that is fleeting, something that has an end, something that existed and will no longer exist, becomes very precious, does it not? And so your realization of this life, of this moment, of this reality becomes vastly different than it is now. And what is most people's perspective now? Well, have you known anything besides life? No, you haven't. You haven't died. And so all you have known is life, which means subconsciously your programs, your thoughts, they get played every day without your conscious awareness. Only know life. And so you assume that tomorrow you will be alive. But is this true? I don't know. Do you? Because if you think you do, then you will not follow what you truly desire to do in every moment. Because you will have to say, but I have tomorrow. I'll do it next week. That's okay. I'll go on vacation next year. Because you think you know. But do you? Do you control when you die? No, you do not. Second question was, would you be fearful of the moment? Would you be fearful of the moments leading up to your death? Possibly. Why? Well, the only reason would be that you are not understanding, or you have not realized the true essence of death, which is death is life. Life is death. One does not exist without the other. And so how has this become such an unrealized fact within this world? Well, just like any other experience, if you are not given the chance, or if you do not take the chance to experience it, then it will be unknown to you, uncertain to you. And like most things, uncertain to you and that have not been experienced, many people become fearful of these things, right? When you do not know something, there is a chance for fear to get involved. It was not too long ago that death was a part of life for many people, where families were all living together and people were dying within the household, not taken away to die in a hospital. Death was not treated like a medical mistake. It was treated like a part of life. And as children and teenagers and adults, we were able to experience it through other people passing away. And because the generations before us had also experienced it many times, they were able to explain it to us, not through fear, not through lack, but through abundance, through knowing, through understanding. And through this understanding, the fear dissipates. And the moment, life, becomes precious. Something I will leave you with is, you must live before you can die. But you must also die before you can live. And you don't have to die physically. You can die through experience. You can put yourself around death. You can become familiar with death, just like you are becoming familiar with life. And just like you celebrate a birth, you can begin to celebrate a death. And just like you are okay with birth, you can begin to come okay with death, knowing that one is just as beautiful as the other. Infinite love to you all.